Hey everybody, I'm Delicia. Thanks for tuning into the CIGARVIXEN channel. So today I'm going to be unveiling my November box for the PRIVADA Cigar Club. In case you missed the first few videos where I've done a box unveiling, this is a really cool club that I joined a little while back, and I try to make it a point to unveil and open my box every time when I receive it so you guys can see what's inside. As I said, it's a really cool club. It's kind of for people that either you're a super tobacco nerd like myself and you're always on the hunt for those very unique, very rare, maybe those super limited, cigar runs that have come and gone that are not available in your local humidors, or perhaps you're fairly new to smoking and not able to go out there or not sure which cigars to pick. This kind of takes the footwork out for everybody. It's, again, a really unique club. They go out there, they search for the uber rare, ultra unique, again, limited runs, those types of cigars that are not easily accessible to the majority of us. They go out and they basically hunt for these cigars, and then they ship them right to you, to your doorstep. So it saves you a lot of time. And again, it's just fun to get involved in some of these unique clubs. And this one is one of my favorites, the PRIVADA Cigar Club. Again, it's $24.99 a month. All that I mentioned comes right to your door. And of course, it's packaged with a beautiful Boveda little humidor pack. So it's great. I'm going to go ahead and open it up and show you guys what's inside. I have no idea, so it's always a surprise. I actually leave it completely sealed, so it's a surprise for all of us as we're unveiling this. I am smoking the Lancero that I received. Actually, I think I got this one, not this last box for October, but the one prior to that. This is a Padilla Miami Lancero. Beautiful stick. Enjoying it with a little cup of coffee this morning here. Just came back from being out of town, and I was at the Big Smoke in Las Vegas, and I met a few people that actually came up and said, yeah, I joined, the PRIVADA Cigar Club and I love it. I just received a shipment. They were super happy about it. So love to get that feedback. I like to see that I'm not the only person that's enjoying this fun little club. So again, packaging is always on point. This one looks a little bit different. This is the letter letting us know what is in here for the month of November. Toss this aside. And of course, I love the bag that it comes in. Lets you know again that it's packaged with Boveda. You got your nice humidity control going on in there. That's so important. I can't tell you, well, I don't order a ton of cigars online, but I have in the past heard or seen them myself where people actually send out cigars without like a Boveda pack in it. And it's so odd to me. Like, I don't know why you'd risk ruining the cigars. So again, a very important feature that you are receiving with your PRIVADA Cigar Club. So here it is, little Boveda. And again, oh, nice. Oh, these are exciting. Oh, I'm super stoked. Okay, so I'm not sure if I said this already, but again, giving that recap, if you are not a member or you're not sure how to do it, you jump on their website, privadacigarclub.com, you fill out a little quick kind of informational thing, they ask you what kind of cigars you normally smoke or what types of flavors you like, vitolas, all of that fun stuff, kind of get to know you little things. So they're not just sending these cigars blind to you. And also, I forgot to mention, I think on previous videos, if there is a time where you do receive a shipment and you're just like, no, I did not like that cigar, you can actually reach out to them and they'll make sure that they send you something in your next packet that they guarantee you'll enjoy it. So that's a huge thing. We all have different palates, and so finding those right cigars for each and every one of us can be a challenge, and it's nice to know that there's a guarantee to back that up. So that made me excited because I'm looking at these vitolas. They obviously listen to me and my likes and my needs, and I do like the smaller vitolas. So let me get right into this. I love this as well because for me, it saves the footwork of having to go search and figure out what it is that I'm about to start smoking. So this one is, let's go ahead and just read it here. So it says, smoking weather is upon us. When it gets too cold, keep the cigars in their bags and save them for spring or warm winter day. It happens. As always, email us and let us know what you love. So lucky for me, I live in Southern California. Not to brag for those of you who are in those very freezing cold elements. I'm I feel for you. I couldn't do it, but I don't have to worry too much about that. It doesn't get too cold where I am here. But occasionally it does get a little chilly and I have to turn on the heater. So starting with the first one here, the Illusio Cruzado Elitas. This has been aged for 4.5 years. It's a Nicaraguan Criollo Rosado leaf wrapper over Nicaraguan binder and filler. So we called Illusio and said, hey, we're Privada Cigar Club. And the guy on the phone said, yeah, we know all about you. Glad you called. That's awesome. That was a great start. So I explained the club was founded on rare and aged sticks. And the guy said, we have a war chest of things like that. That's awesome. We went over his supply and picked the oldest medium ring gauge stick he had. This is what you are holding. It's called a Cruzado Elitas. This particular Elitas is aged 4.5 years to absolute perfection. I want to say this about the Cruzado. Aged this way, it may be the best all-around cigar the club had. Oh, I'm sorry. I can never do this without messing it up. Sorry, Brian. Aged this way, it may be the best all-around cigar the club has had yet. I'm not saying you will like it more than some of your favorites. I'm saying all around body, flavor, strength, and construction, it's a 94-95 rating in my book. I like other cigars. We have had more, not many, but if I had to choose only one stick to give a person in a contest, this would probably be it. Wow. Let's please blast our Illusio on Instagram. Let them know we appreciate their support so we can get more of their war chest sticks. Yeah, I second that. Let's go ahead and do that. Make sure if you do receive this that you are giving them some Instagram love. Illusio is a great brand, by the way. Had a chance to visit their factory out there in Nicaragua. Incredible things that they're doing out there. So tasting notes, you have powdery, black pepper, leather, floral. There's a funky note to, at this time, like you get from goat cheese. Okay, that's interesting. So goat cheese, I have never heard that on a description of flavor. So now I'm definitely intrigued. So, okay, so goat cheese, oak, sweetness and tanginess like apricot. The floral note goes violet, purple at times, reminding me of the grape jelly near the middle. This is a cigar I would give someone who only smokes Cubans, and I say, I told you so. I love those people. I'm gonna do a whole segment on that because I meet them. It's so much fun to meet people that say they only smoke Cuban cigars. So again, I cannot wait to smoke this. I'm super intrigued. So pairing notes, dessert, cake, pie, maybe a red wine or a light beer, Pilsner. Nice. Have this with your leftover pumpkin pie and whipped cream if you are lucky. Wow. You know, I did that last month with the recommendation. I forget which cigar it was, but it was with like a Reese's. It said for Halloween, you know, the Reese's Pieces or Reese's Buttercup. Yeah, so apparently I'm going to be doing that with some pumpkin pie after Thanksgiving with this cigar. That sounds fantastic. Okay, moving along, we have the Crown Heads 4 Kicks Maduro. So Crown Heads is another brand that's like wonderful. 4 Kicks, that got my attention. Being a music buff, I love Kings of Leon. 4 Kicks was a song that was like the whole startup of the name behind this particular line, if you will. So this one is the limited edition 2018. So let's read about it. This one has a Connecticut Habano Maduro wrapper over Nicaraguan binder and filler. Pretty exciting stuff. Yes, it is. This is our first full-on release of a limited edition Crown Heads, and it sure is a beauty. Absolutely. This Lancero is gorgeous. Dark as midnight. Cold draw is prunes and pepper. Okay. This is the 5th size for the 4 Kicks line, and it is a club favorite size at that. Another reason I love this club, they get me, Lanceros. Now, for the record, I prefer a thicker ring gauge Lancero. My favorite is a 40-42, which technically can be considered a Lonsdale, but boy, this is a beauty. The first third of the cigar is black pepper and slight vanilla with oak, along with a nuance of what to me tastes like artificial banana candy or fresh berry. The pepper goes from black to red, and if you retrohale this thing, be careful. It's a pepper blast to the sinuses. Nice. Oak, leather, red pepper, and sweetness coat the palate. Do not put it down for too long or it will go out, but try to keep it as cool as possible. 1 long draw every 45 seconds should do that. If you keep it cool, it has a depth of flavor and character. If you smoke it hot, pulling too often, it just tastes great, but it's harder to pick out the nuances. Crowned Heads has done a great job through the years, and this cigar is no exception. Awesome. So tasting notes: creamy dark chocolate, stone fruits, dried prunes, and fake banana. Leather and an herbal note at times that comes and goes with a great amount of pepper on the retrohale and red pepper on the mouth or finish. All right. Pairing notes: steak, bourbon, dark chocolate for sure. Nice. So this one went out because I wasn't paying attention to it and my lighter sucks. Okay. Thanksgiving dinner night. Well, we have a lot of Thanksgiving cigars now on the lineup. I love it. So let's give Crowned Heads a big shout out on Instagram for hooking us up. Post it. There's that call to action, guys. Make sure that if you are receiving these cigars, do give them the love. Show them that you're receiving these cigars, you're liking them, put your thoughts on there. As I try to make a final attempt for my lovely little Lancero here. Okay, so last but not least, we have the El Titan de Bronce Gran Reserva. So El Titan de Bronce is a factory in Florida that, let's see, La Paulina makes some of their cigars from there. I want to say Willie Herrera had some time that he was there as a blender, that kind of thing. So they have a lot of history. If you've never heard of it, I've had a chance to stop in there as well. It's a small little factory, but super cool, a lot of history, a lot of great cigars coming out of there. So giving it a read here, we have the El Titan de Bronce Gran Reserve, Brazilian Maduro wrapper over an Ecuadorian binder, and Dominican, Honduran, and Nicaraguan fillers. El Titan de Bronce is a small cigar rolling factory in Little Havana section of Miami. They roll for brands like Warped, Padilla, Cornelius and Anthony, La Paulina, and Drew Estate. They began in 1995 with rollers from the bigger tobacco houses in Cuba, like Partagas and Romeo. One of the master blenders from this factory is named Willie Herrera. Swear I didn't read that beforehand. That's so funny. Love it. Love when I'm on point with my historical facts. You may recognize his name as Willie has put out some of the best new blends of the past 5 years, like the Herrera Esteli and many others, of course. The factory was started by Señor Carlos. After his death, his daughter Sandy Cobas took over. Sandy is passionate about cigar making. Most Little Havana factories have since left town for cheaper workers to places like Central America, but Sandy isn't going anywhere. She likes control. She can see all in her shop and quality control each stick. This is one of their now private blends. Oh, very cool. Available nowhere else. Holy shit. I'm so sorry to curse, but holy shit. This is quite possibly one of the best cigars I've had, period. Wow. This cigar has the mustiness of a Davidoff, the floral notes of a Padilla 1932, and the body of a 1926 Padron. Wow, that's quite the comparison there. Gonna have to smoke this and see if that's true. It's like some of the best brands had a child together, and this is it. That's so funny. It's dark yet floral, spicy yet creamy, and can be, and then there, what? Spicy yet creamy as can be. I swear I butcher this every time. I'm so sorry. Let me read that again. Spicy yet creamy as can be, and then there are layers of dynamic flavors that range from lemon zest and raspberry to leather and peppery chocolate, and all the while a bright floral essence with just a pinch of musk that only and most discerning smokers enjoy. Wow. Add that to the best construction in the game. If you are a member that gets 2 or 3 or even 4 boxes per month, expect multiples of these because you have to have more than one. Nice. Tasting notes: creamy leather, floral, raspberry, mustiness like a Davidoff, roasted nuts, cedar, last third, lemon zest, and aromatic spice. Pairing notes: if I didn't know any better, I would truly believe this cigar is the reason cognac was invented. Wow. Well, all of these are making me so excited to smoke. I mean, I don't know which one to even start with first. I'll probably, I don't know, maybe the Illusion. Well, thanks so much again for tuning in as I unveil my mystery box. It's such a cool surprise to get every single month. And again, if you've never tried out the club, be my guest. Definitely something that you will enjoy. And I'm so excited. I love to hear the feedback from all of you. So keep posting your comments. When I post it on Instagram, make sure that you throw your comments on there as well as YouTube. Again, appreciate the support and love the feedback, guys. Happy holidays, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.